That's okay. That's up. Stupid cat. There we go. That's. I hate using this other computer. Alright, we should be live. Oh god, yeah. We're live. How are you, everyone? Just give me a second. I gotta see if there's another chair here. Just got through cleaning out this entire area. I used to have chairs here, but now they're gone. That's alright. Now, if you look, this is actually, there's nothing here. I cleaned off everything. Cleared off the entire table. Put up another shelf this morning. Added, made a shelf just for contributions and giveaways, because everything was getting so mangled and mixed up, and kind of spent 4 hours clearing this place out. How am I? Old, fat, ugly. Didn't I tell you? What? Good morning, we have video. Okay, so I'm not going to read this until the end. So if you have any questions or any comments or anything, and I'll say hi to you all as soon as I'm done. The big question is, am I with the Dice Tower? Did I quit the Dice Tower? What's going on? Why is there this and that and so forth and so on? Well, the simple thing is, I'm going to make it as simple as can be. First of all, you guys are not... A lot of people see the audience pretty much as marks, butts in seats, views, okay? I never did that. I've always been pretty honest and upfront, and that's basically what this whole vlog. I was going to tape it, but I got cleaning out here so much that that I just said, oh man, just do it live instead of trying to edit, clean it up and send it. It's just easier to just do it live, not look at the comments and stuff, and just kind of just keep on going with it. So, you know, the most important thing is that I kind of figured out what's got to be painted for people, and the things that have to be looked at, and so forth and so on. So I just figured, I took a shower, turn this on live, and make sure the cat stays over there, hopefully. Because if you notice, there was two things, and it was kind of funny that there was double the amount. The double the stream. That's because she kept on rubbing up against my hand, and I kept hitting the doggone thing. So, let me just turn this down a little bit. There we go. So I don't have to lean so much. So the big thing is that I always was honest with you guys, and always pretty much upfront. And I never was somebody that just saw it as an audience or something where I had to, put on this facade like so many do. And it's really kind of sad, because a lot of people just see it as, see you as a view, as a subscription. And I haven't done that, obviously. I mean, we've adorned a wall with people. I've gotten to know people, from Jim, from Charles, to Timon, to Matt, to Steven, to Charlie, to Joe, to Rhonda, to Brenda. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And I know the people that have left, too. The Tiffany's that leave. They shut down their Patreon. They unsubscribe. I look at all this stuff. I really do. And it's not because so much is a business, because it is a business. I don't care what anybody tries to sell you. Oh, I just do it for fun, this, that, and the other. I shut down painting live on the Dice Tower for a couple specific reasons. Okay, um, for the last, as you know, Tammy's been very, very, very sick. But even when she was sick, I was continually trying to put out content on the Dice Tower. I think I missed 1 week of a segment, and Sam actually screwed up and messed up my segment. And for 2 years, I've done nothing but break my back end for the Dice Tower. I've also broken my back end for this very channel. Um, it's always been fun, yes, but you know, a lot of us do jobs or go to school to do a job that we enjoy. You may not like it all the time and how much time it takes up in your life, but it's still a job and it's something you enjoy. This is something that has turned into a job a bit, though the money's not there, but I enjoy it. It's as simple as that. But there are people out there trying to make a business, okay? And if you have to look at the big sites, okay, the Watch It Plays, the Drive-Thru Reviews, the Dice Tower, Geek and Sundry, whatever big site there is. I don't look a lot, but I look. I'd lie if I told you I didn't look. But I'll tell you how that came about too. You almost have to look at them as big corporate, or your Walmarts, your Targets, your big department stores. Okay, and especially the Dice Tower, in a sense, is kind of like a Walmart. They open up and they say they're Walmart. They sell their own product, but they also sell a lot of different products. And they'll bring in and advertise food because from, let's say, Chef Boyardee. Okay, it's smaller than Walmart, but it gets on their shelves and they'll advertise it, and more people see it by advertising through the bigger market. So if Joe whoever decides to put his SpaghettiOs next to Chef Boyardee, well, guess what? There's competition there. There's always competition there. Okay, you're selling the same thing, you're showing off the same thing. It's just a matter of which one the consumer decides to take. Okay, and behind it all is the big conglomerate who wins either way, because they either get views there or they get views there, or sales, however we want to see it. And that's the way over the last 7 months I've kind of learned how this all works. Never bothered me, doesn't affect me, doesn't have anything to do with me, because in the long run it was something where I knew the president of the corporation and I knew the vice presidents, okay, and I liked them. They were my friends. I considered them my friends, at least. There were things that I was able to do with them that I couldn't do here. And does everybody kind of do that? Well, probably, but I was able to have a little more freedom than anybody else, I think. And that was one of the things that I really enjoyed, because I earned it. I worked hard for it. I put out 5-6 segments a week a lot of times for them, and do my 3 segments in my live thing with my family here. There was the Dice Tower where you had to be a certain way, and then there's here where I can just turn on the thing and just be myself. Well, I wanted to bring some of myself, because I don't want it to be canned, over to the Dice Tower, and I did that. I did a lot of live things. I did the live War and Pieces. We had my family in our hostile takeover do things. For a whole year I did that painting with the Dice Tower live, and I enjoyed it. I was very passionate about it. And when I decided to shut it down, it hurt, and I was angry over it. And one of the reasons I had to shut it down is because other contributors were coming in and hijacking everything that I was trying to accomplish. What was I trying to accomplish on Painting with Live? Was I trying to get more people over onto this channel? No, that wasn't important. It never has been important. You know, I have enough people to sustain what I need to do. Now, do I want to grow? I do. Am I afraid to grow? You bet your boopy I am. I'm damn afraid to grow. I'm kind of getting off track here, but there's a reason for everything. I come back to things. I'm afraid to grow because I'm afraid that I'll lose what this is. But I don't think I can if I just stay grounded. People don't stay grounded. And if you tell, you know, you've seen it where people have gone out and run their Kickstarters and promise you the world. And what do you get in return? Well, you gave them money, and that's about all you got. And that's pretty much how a lot of channels work. Me, I decided to do a Patreon. The reason I did a Patreon, well, there was a specific reason for it. Number one, it was a way to give back to you guys. Instead of you guys donate a big lump sum of money, me take it and then go, well, we use this for this, we use that for this for this. Every month, there's a giveaway. There are 2 giveaways, actually. And then we give you physical proof on what we do. God knows a lot of you got in the games and stuff like that we sent out, and we don't send out cheap stuff. You're not getting nickel and dime stuff. Don't get me wrong. Some people contributed some of that stuff, but we've been able to help a lot of people. And you guys that are out there, I know who you all are. I just don't make it very public because a lot of you had problems paying your rent. You had problems paying your mortgage. Your husbands, your wives left you, okay? And your kids were having a hard time. I've sent you games. I've done a lot to help a lot of people. And I couldn't have done it without the massive support. Now, for the year and a half before that, I took it out of my own pocket. But at the end of the day, everything kind of worked towards one giant thing. And what that was building a community, making sure that I know every single one of you. I really do try. And there's some of you that are subscribed that maybe just hit the button and watch and stay at a distance, and that's fine. But there's a lot of you that interact. You know, you take little Janice, for instance. Okay, there's a girl that loves to interact with every single one of you, and she tries to on both channels, here and on the video game channel. OMG Gaming, go hit the subscribe button. No, that one I'll plug. Here, we've built a community, and we've done a lot of things, and I try to continually stay ahead of the curve. It's a competition. I try to get the new stuff when it's new. I try to get that Kickstarter stuff when it's kickstarting. You know, I try to do whatever I have to do to stay kind of current, so you guys, I'm giving you guys everything that is worth. Now, we could probably, a lot of you would probably say this, that we could probably play tic-tac-toe and you guys would watch it. And I believe that, because there's more to just the game that we play. It's what we interact with you. Now, some games translate better than others, and that's just the way it is. But at the heart and the core of this channel, okay, we open our door, we don't fake it, okay? You're smart. You guys are very, very smart. A lot of you are very educated people out there. You know a sell job, okay? I don't give you a sell job. There's no sell job here, okay? But I deal with people that do give me sell jobs, and they think I don't know it, okay? You think I haven't heard it before. You come into my chat during the Dice Tower time, and my mission there is to reach out, and I meant every word of it, is to touch people, to make a difference, to have that father and son that didn't have anything in common. Maybe they just pick up a brush, pick up a figure, and they start, oh God. Sorry, Pete, I'll make sure this one gets to you. You know, picks up a figure and just tries to paint it. Tries to do something that they normally don't do, but do it together and maybe find a love out of it. Or maybe there's somebody that life is just so dark that maybe they just to get away from how hard things are, pick up a brush and paint. I told you a story about when I was a 9-year-old boy, okay? My life wasn't all peaches and cream. It was just like a lot of yours. It was tough. It was hard. Okay? And the way I got away in the world is I read comic books and I painted models and I dreamt of all the things. When they were done, I look and I go, boy, that would be cool if I really did that. If I was able to go to the moon, if I was able to land here. It's the same reason I keep trying to finish building that kit for my grandson, because I want him to dream too. People don't dream enough. They don't open their eyes. You become lemmings in a lot of ways. We all do. Okay? And that's what they prey upon. That's what a lot of these channels hope for. Is, I'm going to give you the best show. It's no different than Hollywood. It really isn't. It's just, the difference is, you think it's real people or reality, but it's not reality. They don't give you reality. I try to give you reality, but even times I have to shut down because there's a certain line to everything. When people would come in and other contributors would come into that live thing and it got out of control, where here I am trying to teach something and they're there plugging about what they're going to be doing, okay, whether they're dressing up, and putting on a costume, or running through a forest with a bad haircut, or sitting there with their little top hat cartoon. I don't give a shit, okay? I would never do that to you. You don't come in and hijack somebody's live feed, okay? And what it does, it distracts everybody because everybody sees you plugging your thing or interrupting or saying how you would paint something some way or some that way or this way or that way, and what happens, or what game you're going to be reviewing in the next week or two. Oh, I'm going to be doing that on my channel, or I'm going to be doing a review for that on the Dice Tower for this or that or everything. And it becomes distracting to the person that has a legitimate question. Hey, where do I get a paintbrush? Where can I get some paint? How do I do this? How do I do that? I see you talking about it. And that's why I did the live shows. They weren't taped. They weren't canned with a bunch of music. They weren't over the top production. I just don't have the equipment to do it yet. But the thing is that I tried to connect out there with you guys, tried to make that connection and reach out through the camera and grasp you and say, you can do this. Take my hand. Take my hand, and no matter what, I'll lead you through it. These are the things that I've tried to do here, no matter what it's been. I've tried to reach through the camera, and a lot of you have met me at conventions. Okay? A lot of you met me in person. And you either figured out that I'm a very stern and very tell it like it is person, that I really don't take too much. But you'll also see the sensitive side of me, where I've come up and been thankful and humble by just meeting you, by putting a face and a handshake or a hug or whatever it is to the reality of this unreality. So after everything that I had gone through with the Queen, I decided to just keep doing my Thursday show and just make sure I was doing it, because I felt that was some kind of normalcy and it helped me too. But every week it was hijacking and more it would happen, and it's happened for quite a while, and I lost touch with what I was trying to accomplish. I lost touch with you guys. And it was better to walk away. It was better to walk away. You know, it's a funny thing, and I'm going to break a little protocol here. Is that I was told at some point by some people that, hey, you know something, we need more women in this, and we need a we need a younger crowd. Well, I'm an old man, not a girl, okay? And I guess sometimes, you know, those two combinations equal a lot of views. And that's what it comes down to. It comes down to views for a lot of people, because views equal money. Because you can monetize something and you can make money. It's very true. It's very true. And I thought, and I thought, and I thought, and the other thing, of course, is gimmicks. People need gimmicks, but gimmicks get old. I've always been pretty much turn on the camera, be straightforward, and say, hey, I don't like this game. Hey, I love this game. Okay? And I tried to reach out and express my thoughts on things, but it's not so much my thoughts as much as here's how it works. I like it. I don't know if you like it. And just give you a kind of overview and then lead into, hey, we're going to play it this weekend. Let's take a look at the kids' faces and my face after we play it, and then you'll really know how it's going to be. Does the Jarl like it? Well, the Jarl likes everything, it seems. Does Janice like it? Well, sometimes Janice does, sometimes Janice doesn't. Does Mimi even pay attention? Because if you get Mimi to play a game, 9 out of 10 times she's just going to go, okay, this is too hard for me, I don't care. But if she grasps it and she likes it, maybe it's a game you take a look at. We let you see it on the table. We open up and play it the first time in front of you. We make every mistake in the world so you don't have to. We have to reference the rule book. We have to look through things. It's not all polished. It's not all gimmicks. It's not all, well, today I'm going to dress up as an airplane pilot because we're going to be talking about a game that has planes in it. Come on. That's not what we do here. Okay? So the reason my thing is gone is because everybody was so busy selling their gimmick during my time. Okay? Which I'll go a little further. I know I'm long-winded. What are we already 24 minutes in? Yeah. I'll go a little further. Tom has a live Q&A every week. If Rodney from Watch It Played went in there and just went in there and said hi, all the questions stop. Because everybody pays attention to what's going on in the chat instead of what's going on in front of the camera. Okay? So all the questions would go, oh my God, Rodney's here, Rodney's here. And then now you've broken the concentration of somebody that is taking time to come out and reach out to you. It would be the same thing if Sam popped in or Z popped in. It would be a distraction. And when you take and put a distraction into things, then your mission or what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to reach as a goal no longer works. So the live show is now dead, and it doesn't belong on the Dice Tower. Now, up till Friday, I've had conversations with Sam and Tom, and they were like, "Oh my God, what happened? Are you leaving the channel? Are you leaving the channel?" And at first, I was kind of, no, I'm killing off the live stuff. I mean, what's it worth? You know what I mean? All I am is a contributor here. Nothing important. If I picked up and walked away, it wouldn't have mattered two bits. That machine will keep running. Okay. Walmart doesn't close because they stopped carrying a certain brand of dog food. Okay. That's pretty much what it is. But as I started thinking more and more over the weekend, and some of the other things that I've transgressed, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if I'll go back. and do things. I don't know. Um, I may do other things. I've actually come up with an idea, and I said, okay, well, no more live show. But boy, I've got something that'll bury anybody else, because I came up with an idea and I came up with something because I've always been the innovator. Okay, I've always been ahead of the curve. Whether people take and steal it or not doesn't matter. You know, when I started doing this, and I was so naive to it. It goes back to that Death Star. You know, I went to a gaming convention, which was the very first Dice Tower, and I went, oh my God, this is really cool, and these people are really, really cool. Well, the next year, I mean that year, the same year, they had an auction for the um, Jack Vassal, and I was so blown away by it. I said, wow, this is moving. This is something I want to do. Come the following year, my daughter, I was watching YouTube. I was watching wrestling and Godzilla movies on it because it was just so easy. You just type it in. This is back in the early days, way back when. And I said, wow, this is fantastic. This is something right up my alley. I really like this YouTube thing. So I made an account. Then my daughter started saying, no, yeah, you can put your own videos on there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I started showing off my War Machine stuff, and I started showing off my very first video I made was building that Death Star, 4 foot by 4 foot Death Star, so you could play X-wing on it. X-wing was hot back then. Never knowing or looking to see if anybody else does painting or stuff like that, and I started painting dust. Which, by the way, I have a big box, and I'm just getting to sorting through, not to break anything up. That's my mission today, to go through that box that Joe was so kind to send, and get it all kind of set up, and try to figure out what we have, what we don't have, and try to get Janice to do a big battle or something, now that we cleaned all this off. Now, when I started looking, I found this one particular guy who did painting, and I was just enamored with him. And I realized that I looked, I go, oh my God, there's 1,000 people that do exactly what I'm doing, because in your head you go, wow, I'm the only one doing this. But then you see everybody how they do things, and you're like, wow, 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 that's really cool. Okay? Never wrote them, never bothered them. But what I did do is go, okay, well, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be my own person. And I've tried to be my own person. And I've tried to do things my own way. I kept on building that channel, this channel, okay? And I brought that Death Star there. And after that, I was asked to do a painting segment. And I said, well, I can do that. But how much could you have done in 2 minutes? So I started doing kind of reviews a little bit and stuff like that. But reviews weren't my thing. And the reason was, why do you want to see a review of something that the big three have already done? How many Ice Cool reviews can you see? Well, it looks like there's quite a few there. How many of the others, or Zombicide, or any of the games that are out there? Does my opinion matter more than theirs? Once you see what the game's about, you know whether you want it or not, okay? Maybe it's nice to see somebody explain the rules a little bit more or a little differently, so you kind of put it all together and make it easier to read the rule book. Okay, I get it. But I just never wanted to do that, so I stopped reviewing things, because I kept on trying to find things that stupid cat is just looking at me with her head on a roll of paper towels that I put down. Ugh. But the whole point was is that you just didn't want to see. I didn't want to just copy. You know, how many Armadas or Rum and Bones could everybody do? Okay, maybe you do a gimmick version of it, or this, that, and the other. I wanted to do things that were different. So I took the War and Pieces after Chief left, and I started working a little bit on that. I started a live paint show. Started working on that. I started doing a lot of different things, okay? Showing you how to paint things, what things are really intricate about. Some old war games. I started going backwards, way back to my time. I did things that I tried to reach out and grab that Dice Tower community and say, hey, this is something that everybody can do, anybody can do it, and just take a look at all the wonderful things that bring us all together. And my message here was always to help so many, to take the time and really, really just reach out and touch all of you and make a difference. And we've made so much. We've raised so much money. When I started totaling up that 1 year that we were able to help and we donated games, we sat here and painted until my fingers bled at times. That we had invested almost like 20 something thousand dollars. 20 something thousand dollars of my own money. But having your support and having guys like Sean Mikowski send us equipment. I mean, how do you feel when your door opens up and here's a package with equipment saying, "Hey, you know what? I get what you're doing." And you go to them, "Well, what can I do for you? How can I repay you?" Nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. What does that say about Lori, who constantly keeps on sending stuff, and Joe and Charlie and I mean, I can go on and on with all the names, and it just and I feel horrible because I can't name every single person. I mean, I could, but I'd drive you nuts by naming everything that everybody has done and sent to help us help others. All those toys we've given away, everything that we've done here. And I realize in the long run that my number one priority is that no, I'll never be Walmart, okay? I'll never be Walmart. But you know what? I could be that family business that maybe makes Italian subs or something. You know, you come in, you order a meatball sub, we send you on the way. You pay on Tuesday, no problem. We'll see you then. Maybe that's all I'll ever be. Maybe that's all this channel will be, but I'll be happy with it. I'll be thankful for it. And if you think, the people that hate, because there's plenty of them, if you think that's what really bothered me, I'll tell you the only time that a thumbs down has ever bothered me. What bothered me is when before you even start trying to say whatever your message is, thumb down. And it was, you hated me. Okay, well that's fine. Then don't watch. Go someplace else. You got nothing better to do? And I think the thing that really offended me the most, and if I ever found the person, I'd break his neck and I'd rip it out of his body and I hold it in front of you. I hold his head in front of you. And believe me, it wouldn't be the first time I've done it. Is the guy that after we helped that little baby with Down syndrome decided to thumb down a video because I decided to put up a video to show you guys everything that you guys helped me do. And a little girl that is clanking, trying to put on weight so she can have her second heart operation. Thumb that down. What cold-hearted animal does that? Well, we've got plenty of them in this world. And that's the reason I do what I do on this channel. Okay, because from day to day, my daily job is to deal with animals. Okay, deal with all the hate and all the violence and all the worst things that this world has to offer. It's what I do. Okay, and I try to make it go away. And you can lose hope. And as you all know, that hope is the greatest thing that you can ever have. And if you lose hope, you're just a shell of a person walking around this earth. Okay? And there's a lot of people that don't have hope. What I do is I try to bring hope. And everything that you do as a community gives me hope. And it's the crutch I lean on. When I come home, that's all. While I'm at work, that's what I think about, is this channel. When I come home, I'm thinking of better ways to improve the channel. When I go to bed at night, I'm thinking of things to be innovative for the channel, and how to grow the channel, and how to make this a complete network of just people helping people. And it's all I live for. Okay? So how important is the Dice Tower to me? Well, definitely not as important as this channel, okay? Because this is all I truly care about, okay? I love working with those guys. I love those guys personally, okay? Z, Sam are two of the greatest people I will ever know, and they've become very, very dear friends to me, okay? And I will tell you this much, that a lot of people there, and a lot of the people behind the scenes that don't take credit, the Kennys, that guy is the soul of the earth. That guy will work himself to death for you, and have nothing but a smile on his face for you. It's just a good-hearted people. There's a lot of good-hearted people that you just don't see in front of the camera that I truly believe in. And that's one of the reasons I keep going back there, or keep going to conventions with them and doing things, because I enjoy to be around people. Because I don't have the opportunity to have many friends in what I do in life. So I don't have friends. Okay, I have my family, and now I have my Dice Tower friends. And they'll always be my friends, because I'll always do right, and I'll always fight for what I believe in, and that's them. I believe in their message. I believe in their channel. Okay? But we all get lost along the way sometimes. Okay? And sometimes I do think the message I try to get gets lost in the big sea. Oh, please don't start today. And it gets lost in the sea out there. Okay? Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of other channels that'll see this and say, boy, we're going to blackball this guy. Does it really matter? What matters is you. The people that want to hit that subscribe button and watch this, and sit there and watch this. Those are the things that matter to me. Those are the times that I really think that really matter to me. You know, Justin's been very busy with his channel, and you're just going to keep on talking, aren't you? And that's okay, because I knew that at some point we were going to have to, at some point all the kids were going to leave, and then there was only going to be me and you out there. But I figured that I'd be able to figure things out and get technology enough to start getting you guys into my world, to start bringing you guys and putting you guys around the table with technology and say, hey, we can do this. Let's you and I do this. Okay? But one of the things that I found that out of all of this is little Janice. And, you know, to come to find out, she's not going anywhere for a long, long time. Okay? You know, today we're going to go look at a new house. And one of the things I was thinking of running at some point was a Kickstarter for the studio that we want to build. Because we want to be professional, but keep you guys in there. But then I started thinking, well, the studio needs to be for big battles. Okay, because we want to do stuff like Dusk. We want to do huge games of this, that, and the other. And we also want to do massive, massive space games. And just really just have enough room to do it. But I also want to keep it where we do it from the kitchen, because I think that's the most organic that it'll ever be. It's just you guys and us. No matter where we do it, it'll always be you guys and us. But how many times do you get to hear the Queen doing something, or arguing with me, or the dogs who have become stars into themselves by just drinking and doing stuff? I think, in a nutshell, I would miss that. So I think there has to be a good balance between the two. I cleaned out here specifically for a reason, is that we're coming up and doing some really big battles next week. And we're going to be doing some huge dungeons, 3D, that I've been working on. Getting everything kind of cleaned up out here has been a big deal, and little Janice's enthusiasm, both here and on OM Gaming, I gotta remember that, has been very infectious to me, and it's been something that has meant the world to me. You know, just the little things, and you guys just to get to watch it and have a good laugh, and just watch us day to day. But, you know, also, when you guys hurt, we hurt too. So we want to be there for you. So at this time, I don't know what I'm going to do, coming the next week. I know the guys are going to Gamma, and then they're coming back and they're moving into their studio. And then 2 weeks from there, we're going to see what I'm doing. I know one thing. Whether I can continue to make another video for them will be solely up to myself. Um, I'm going to evaluate that. And another thing, another rule, another thing that had come up was that people are thinking about the miniature market and cool stuff thing. That's not as big of a deal as you think it is. Now, during this time, I've got to yet talk to Steve from Miniature Market. You know, I'm a really small potatoes. It doesn't matter to either one of them. You know, I'm not that guy that's going to make a difference in either company. But we thought maybe we can work something out with cool stuff. I don't know, but I'm very attracted to the thing with Miniature Market because I like Miniature Market. I really do, and it's more what I do. I can get more miniature games. But, you know, to not be on the Dice Tower would bother me. But then again, after all the recent events, maybe it wouldn't bother me as much. I don't know. You know, I've got a lot of things to ponder. I've got a lot of things to take into consideration. So there's a lot of questions that are up in the air, and whether what I do and how I do it. I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, where am I happiest? What, you know, I wouldn't want to lose my friends and spend time with my friends. And those, you know, that convention season, I always enjoyed doing things with those guys. I don't think it would be right to do it with them if I did it that way. And then the other thing is that, you know, what's most important, this channel. Well, you know, it is a business, and, you know, I would have to make a business decision. I love this channel. This channel is the most important. If somebody told me that you had to choose between the Dice Tower, okay, and all the, you know, perks that come with the Dice Tower or your channel, what would you take? I'd take my channel every single time. If it meant never getting in, going to another convention, never doing another thing, just sitting here, believe me, I'd just take my money and buy what I can, paint what I can, and just spend the time with you. And that's what's most important. I actually did something last week where I added 43 minutes of rambling. Boy, I just ramble. 43 minutes I rambled. Last week I did a whole thing about how this is a business, so I'm not going to go into that again. But there was a story I was going to tell, and I actually edited it out because it was out about one of the bigger channels and how I really idolized the guy. And what happened was I couldn't understand why he kind of blew me off. And I said, well, we should do something together, you know, because the significance of his channel and my channel were here and here. But I just wanted to do something because I admired the guy so much, okay? And he was polite and everything like that, but, you know, maybe sometime in the future we can do something or this and that. And I took that as, wow, what did I do? What did I do to blow this guy, you know, to make this guy? He was friendly. He's never been rude, and to this day, he's still very nice. I don't talk to him or write to him at all. But, you know, he keeps his distance. I never understood that. But now I do, because this is a business. And what can he get out of working with a little itty bitty guy? Okay? When he rather work with people that are equal with him, because then he doesn't feel like people are trying to take his business away from him. And I didn't learn that until recently, when there's been a lot of people that are, hey, how you doing, this, that, and the other, you know, we need to do something together. And I go, wait a minute, you got like 100 subscribers and you want to do something with me? Well, that's cute and everything like that, but all you're trying to do is take my business, and I'm going to protect my business. I didn't get it, but I think I respect the big guy now more. The guy that was here and I'm still here. And I respect him more because I got what he was doing. He was protecting his business. And that's some of the things that I was trying to convey last week. So I didn't get that out, and And when I did, of course, you know me, I just name everybody and I just throw it all out on the table. You know, there's a lot of them that just don't try not to even acknowledge I exist. And that's good. And that's okay. That's fine. And there's those that know who I am and will come up and give you that limp handshake when you see them at conventions. And that's fine too. Okay? You can play the part and this, that, and the other. And then when my back's turned, you can say whatever you want. But it's always when my back's turned. It's always the gutless way. I just like the one guy to come up to me and say, you know something, I really don't think much of you, and I think your channel's shit. Okay. Of course, I beat the shit out of him, but I would respect him at least afterwards. That makes sense, don't it? You know, okay. That's cool. At least have some respect for people. Because there's a lot of them that you can't. But I think, I'm trying to think where I was going to go. Yeah, rambling on. I just caught that. I don't even have my glasses on. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I'll stop rambling. But in a nutshell, as of this moment, cat hair. Really? Um, painting live is no longer going to be done. It'll be done here because it's small enough here and it's intimate enough here. But I have something in mind, something innovative, something that I'm going to do that I think is going to change the way that you see on how painting is done. And I've worked on it. I've been testing it. And that's part of the reason this is all got done at 6 o'clock this morning, even though it was the time change going forward. I'm really looking forward to where we're going and what I have. I'm not going to tell you because somebody will see this and go try it themselves. And I'm protecting my business. We're going to be a small business. We're going to try to grow. And who knows, maybe we will be a big business. But what we will be is it will always be we. It'll always be us. All these people in the back here. And you haven't sent me enough pictures of you. There's 4,100 and something of you. I should have 4,000 pictures of you and your families up here. Well, maybe some of you don't. So maybe we should have 3,900. But you can always send those to novaprime860@hotmail.com. And please like me on Board Game Links. And just give me a thumbs up. Use all your devices. I just like to stay in the top 3 for a little while. Getting close to the summer so I can advertise a little bit and people can find out where we're at and kind of discover what we're really about. We. It'll always be we. It's not me. It's not my family. It's my family and us. It's all of us together accomplishing everything that we're going to do. Now let's talk about some serious things and get away from all the drama, because that's the most thing I don't want to do is cause a ton of drama. The patron this month is going to be pretty substantial. We have 20 games that I think you guys are going to be blown away by. I ended up buying 2 Perdition Mouths. I figured I was going to end up giving both of them away, but it turns out that game's really a lot of fun. And Janice and I had a lot of fun with it, so I'm going to finish painting that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away the painted version of it and then just repaint it again. We're giving away Conan. We're giving away Warhammer Quest, the new one, Shadows of Kimlar or something like that, or whatever the heck it is. I'm going to show you how that goes together, and we're going to paint that, and that's going to be painted. We're going to be giving away painted sets of, oh God, what the heck was it? I forgot what the heck I'm going to do. There was something I'm getting ready to start painting. Rivet Wars. I'm going to paint the entire set, which is mind-boggling if you see how many figures there are, but I think there's a way that I could do it very quick, and we'll do that. I'll look at all the questions and say hi to you in a second, so just bear with me. we're going to be doing a lot of Dusk. We're going to be playing that. We're going to be playing Armada finally. We're going to dig that out because Janice is a huge Star Wars fan and has been pounding me about doing that. And we're going to paint up another Imperial Assault. Add that to it. I found some things that I think we're just going to give away as a surprise. And then the first week of April, probably I would say the 4th, we're going to do another free giveaway. I think we'll have a lot of fun with that. Everybody seems to like that, and I think we'll have a little more fun with it this time because the rules is the rules, and that's that. So, 62 of you, I will take your questions and I will do my best to answer them because I do not have a pair of glasses and I have something in my eye on top of it. So, if you have your questions, now will be the time, and I will draw a little line. Oh, can you play Rebellion? Yes, once I finish painting my set, because I refuse to play it the way it looks. I'm hoping for Arcadia Quest for the wife. Arcadia, oh, and that's the other one that I'm giving away, the painted version of the Arcadia Quest, the one I just did. If you guys like what you saw, that will be given away as part of the Patreon. So we're always trying to give you guys back something really, really great. So I hope you guys get it. So let's take a look here. Okay, that's down so I can see myself. Great, let's go. I need to finish packing up and ship. Okay. For life, I hope I win this month. I hope you do too. I hope everybody wins. And we're giving away $500 in gift cards. $100 each. Now, if we stay over and we have to do 30 games, then there's going to be 15 $100 gift cards. No, it'd be 10 $100 gift cards. So we'll give that away and then 5 more games because the rest of the money will take care of it. Okay, my family is up, but usually covered by Rob's bias. And make sure you send those pictures. I enjoy painting them, putting them up. I like this new one I put up with the kitty cat. There's one of this guy, and I wish I could. It's him and his girlfriend, and every time I print it out, it only prints out half the. All you see is this red shirt. So I wish he would resend it. It was a really nice picture. But there's some beautiful pictures here, and some beautiful, beautiful families, and some people that we know. This guy's a criminal. I'm telling you right now, this guy's a criminal. Kevin. I love that guy. Alright, so let's look and see what we have. Yeah, I still owe Rob a package. I just moved and everything is in utter chaos. Well, I'm just glad you're moving and everything is going your way. Have you guys got any cash from YouTube Super Chats yet? I can't wait for it to be enabled on Janice's channel. Well, that's the thing that we're trying to do, is to make things a little easier for Janice so you guys can do that. And the whole thing is just, please, even if you don't watch the video game stuff, just subscribe to her channel and let's try to get her to 1,000. She's been working really hard trying to do it, and she loves her little community. I don't care if we have 1,000 and only 13 to 14 people watch her. She just loves spending time with you guys, and for her, it's the world to her. Okay, Guild Ball or Blood Bowl? I want to buy one. It will be my first miniature game. Which one do I recommend? Blood Bowl. 100% Blood Bowl, because the game grows with you. Okay, your guys become very personal to you. Guild Ball, I don't see it. Too bad you can't get a hold of a Gloomhaven. That would also be a great prize. Yeah, I can't get one to give away, but we have one of our people, I don't know if he wants to be named, that is actually sending us a copy, which is very kind. We're going to pay him for it, and what we're going to do is we're going to do Gloomhaven. I don't know too much about it, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Lori already said. We already answered Andy, who's awesome. Hello again, Rob. You mentioned you would say something on Sunday about All Quiet on the Martian Front. Yeah, I'm going to do a test with my prototype that you'll see probably Wednesday of some new angles that I want to try to teach people how to paint. So we're going to work on that. So we're going to do that, and then probably that weekend we're going to get Janice to play with us since I built all that terrain. I've been promising this package. It seems like forever. Oh Lord, you've done so much. Don't worry about a thing. I hope I win a gift card. Saves on the shipping. Exactly. That's why I figured I'd go Visa gift card. Are you going to get Walking Dead miniatures game from Mantic? It's impossible for me to find it. I would have to order it from Mantic, and it's just not around where I can pick it up. There's no stores. Cool Stuff does not carry it, so I would have to order it someplace else. And usually I just like to go down and buy it. Uh, Same here, Lori. Just haven't had the funds to send it to him. Listen, you guys don't have to send me anything. I'm just very thankful that you guys come in here and you watch every day and that you enjoy yourselves. You know, there's been plenty of people that have written me and say, "Oh my God, I've got to lower my Patreon. I'm so sorry." Listen, the most important thing is take care of your lives. Take care of yourselves. Okay? Take care of you. Okay? We're here. We're not going to go anywhere. Somebody asked if we got the super chat money. It'll be here the 20th. It goes a weird way, the way they do it, but we'll have it then. So I'm going to give a bit of it to Janice. And then some of it will cover some of the shipping. We got a ton of shipping to do tomorrow. Everybody that won something, or there were 2 packages that I missed, and I apologize deeply. Those are going out. We've got a ton of packages in that sitting room. My wife's ready to kill me, but they all go out tomorrow. All right, just haven't had the funds. Where is the gift card from? It is a $100 Visa card, so you can choose who you see. I'm very, very, very smart. You can choose either CSI or Miniature Market. The choice is yours. Do you think miniature board games are getting too expensive, like Gloomhaven? Well, you know, if they have the quality, then they're no different than they've always been for. Oh, hold on. Stop. What happened? The stream stopped streaming. Are we streaming? Hello? Oh, there we go. I thought it stopped streaming for a second. Kitty pushed a button. I think I hit the button. Okay, we're back. Okay, so what was the last thing everybody heard? We're back. Okay. So what was the last thing I said? He seems to have maybe not realized that there was a break. No, I figured it out. We got sound of it. Okay, so what was the last thing I said? That's odd. It never went out for me. Oh, okay. Maybe it's about to go out. I didn't miss anything. Okay, what was the last thing that people heard me say? Well, I'll just go back and I'll answer from where I started off, and we'll go there. Oh boy, it's gonna be like the longest stream ever. Janice works her ass off. Yes, she does. Let me go back. Okay. Last thing we got. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking about the gift cards, and the gift cards are going to be Visas, and that's a smart way, so you can pick whoever you want. Are you going to get a miniature? I answered the Walking Dead thing. I said I haven't been able to find it. Do you think things are too expensive? Well, if you really think about it, back in the day, I would pay $200 for what was a miniature game, and that was Warhammer. Warhammer Games Workshop was the benchmark, and it was always $100. So you're getting a little less quality, but you're getting to that range where you would pay for a normal miniature game, and that's true, and that's how much it would be. And so it's kind of right there, and I don't think it's too expensive. It's kind of hard to part with $100. Just make sure that you're partnering with something that you're going to enjoy. Does it help if we click the ads? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think it's views. The more you watch, the more we do better, I guess. My son painted his first miniature because of this channel. He's 5 years old. That's all I can ever ask, Mr. Figs. That's all I ever wanted to do. That's all my mission ever was maybe you see all of us playing a game and you say, that looks like fun. I want to do it with my family or my friends. Or maybe you got a kid that just doesn't connect to you, but maybe you can find a way to connect to them. Maybe this, maybe 1 out of 10, if I can say 1 out of 10, then I've done a great job. I've done everything that I ever hoped or ever prayed I can do. Am I still there? Yes, I am. Let me move this over here. This stupid thing. I don't know why we're running into this every once in a while where it freezes. Okay. Oh, Rob, if you want to borrow my copy of Gloomhaven, I'd be more happy to mail it to you. No, Laura, you don't have to do that. Thank you, though. Rob, you've contributed something unique to the gaming community by making painting accessible. When I first started watching, do you remember that I was afraid because I was colorblind? Exactly, Nathaniel. Again, another thing where all I ever wanted to do, was reach out and grab you guys and just try to just make you part, like you guys are sitting here with me, and just do it that way. Janice does a great job. She's awesome. Janice works her ass off on that channel. Never seen a streamer with that kind of work ethic. She's always there. I think because she just loves each and every one of you. I mean, you just don't know how she is. She just really loves spending time with each and every one of you. I don't like to watch PS4 games. I can't play since I don't have one. Well, that's okay, Matt. You don't have to watch. But she just likes being there. You can name me. Well, Charles Fox actually is going to be very cool, and he is going to sell his copy to us, and I think that is just awesome, and I have to thank him with all my heart. And if there's anything that we can do for you, Charles, we'll make sure that we do it for you. When you are running through the American, when are you? Probably this afternoon sometime. We've got to go take a look at a house that we're going to buy. Nice. Charles was a champ. He just out of the blue sent me an email and said, hey, you know, I'll send this to you, for the channel. Just pay me what you. I've got a lot of things going that it'll probably just sit on the shelf. Well, I can't thank you enough. I'll tell you what, when we're done with it, we'll put it back nice and neat, and then we'll send it right to you. How's that? Kabuki, it took so much out of me not to touch it up. Oh, that's something I'm missing. I watched some more OMG, but that stream doesn't play that well on my computer too. Much start and stop, whereas because this channel streams fine. That's kind of weird. I think maybe because we have it too up there. Right, need to go cook for the girls. Okay, we'll see you later, Andy. Oh no, the stream died. Cthulhu Kitty must have did it. Okay, new to the whole Patreon thing. Is that a separate channel? You can go to patreon.com and you will see that. Put in my name, Robert Orn, and will pop up, and you can read all the fundraiser thing. It's just a fundraiser thing, and you don't have to go there. You could stay right here. Just click subscribe, my brother. It's like YouTube is, yeah, YouTube does get weird. Still streaming, I didn't miss anything. Our miniature game's getting too expensive. We got that. My phone didn't lose the signal. Talking about Gloomhaven. Okay, we did that. Miniature games, too expensive. I covered that. People complain about the price of KDM, Kingdom Deathmatch. Need to take a look at miniature games like 40K, War Machine. You just spend as much, but just slower over time. Very true. You don't get money if we skip the commercials. You don't get money if we skip the commercials. It doesn't matter if you skip the commercials. It's okay. We're fine. We're not in it to make a ton of money. ADs are based on what type of applied. Clicking helps. But Rob, did you take off your AdSense account to this channel because of your patron? I will watch ads for you. I think I did. I thought I took it off. I'm not worried about it. Okay. And let's just go. Rob needs his glasses. Yes, I do. Hey, Rob, missed the topic about this vlog. Good to see you again, though. Well, nice to see you, Kurt. Paul Tucker, you can watch from the beginning and me just blow up everybody on the planet, basically. Paul Tucker, never commented on any of your streams before, Rob, but I've watched so many of them and I really appreciate how heartfelt you truly are. Keep being you, brother, and I'll be here for you. Well, Paul, thanks for letting me know you're out there, because now I know who you are, and that's what's most important. I want you all to be a part of this. Okay? I may be copied, but I can never be imitated, and that's the way it is. We are what we are. Flaws, bad language, everything, Victoria, and everything that we throw into it. Arguments over t-shirts, dogs drinking out of the bowl, everything that you can ever imagine, we do it all. And we just open up, all we do is just flick a switch and just let it run. It's one big family, and we're going to keep on doing it that way. The family may grow, family may get thin out. We don't know. We don't know what the future holds. People may get tired of this. I'm not going to resent people for picking up and leaving and going. It basically comes down to, if you want to be here, be a part of it. If you want to go someplace else where the grass looks greener, then sometimes the grass is greener. There's a lot of great channels out there that do a lot of great things. A lot of great things. Find what fits you. Find what finds you peace. But most importantly, find what brings some color and some beauty into your life. And that, for me, no matter whether it's here, the Dice Tower, Rodney, Drive-Thru, whoever gives you what you need inside to be a part of something special, do it. Doesn't matter. My job is just to grab the people that want to be here. And that is what I believe. And that is how we'll go. So with that said, I'm going to cut this off. Thank you so much for watching this. I went almost an hour and 20 minutes talking straight. Boy, I've got to get something to drink, and I got to get ready because we've got to go take a look at the new house. So, as far as my decisions, as far as what I'm going to do, you'll be hearing about them as things go. Okay, and how I'm going to handle things going forward. Okay, but the most important thing, and the only thing, is that will be consistent, is that this channel will be here, and that's the only thing I can promise you. Until next time, I'm Rob Warren, and we'll see you this afternoon when we're playing whatever we're going to play.